Enough foreplay already.
Thankfully, because M.2 slots have the same installation instructions regardless, you don't need to take any of that into consideration when it's time to actually put it together. Remove the heatsink from your motherboard if applicable, and for the love of all that's good, take off the protective film on the thermal pad now, so you don't forget. Next, make sure that the standoff is in the appropriate position. Most M.2 SSDs use the 80mm long 2280 position. It may already be installed here, and if so, it may also have a very small Phillips screw inserted into it. You'll need to remove that Phillips screw before going any further, if so, but if you don't have a standoff at all, you'll have to find it in your motherboard box. Usually it's in a little baggie along with the tiny Phillips screw. Free it from its prison, twist it into place on the 2280 position, and you're up to speed. Visually line up the SSD's pin side with the slot, taking note of the notch that's cut into it. This should line up perfectly with a tab on the M.2 slot and typically results in the SSD's label facing out. It's okay if your SSD has 2 notches but your slot only has 1. This keying means that the SSD is either SATA or supports 2 PCI Express lanes rather than 4. A special note for if your SSD has its own heatsink, the connector side will almost always be on the bottom of the heatsink, with the fins facing outwards. If your motherboard has a heatsink for this slot, you might want to remove the heatsink from your SSD now in order to use that instead. There's usually some clips on the sides that you can just prise apart to release it. There will be a gummy thermal pad on the inside that sticks to it, but no one I'm aware of glues these together, so it shouldn't be a big deal to peel it free.
Alright, enough foreplay already.